Hello there, friends, and welcome to the Thrive Forward podcast. The last 3 weeks have been kind of tumultuous in the Foreman family household, as many, and kind of like the last 2 years. We have had our lovely girls home with us, and although times have been up and down in the household with lots of iPad time, lots of TV time, and lots of online learning, we thought it would be fun as an element of learning for the girls to join us on an episode of the Thrive Forward podcast. I have heard lots of times from clients and just individuals in general that I talk to, how do we talk to our kids about money? What are the things that are important? And so I gave the microphone over to my kids today to ask me questions about my job, questions about money, questions about what does money mean to them and what should they be doing with their money that they want to consider buying, spending, saving, giving, investing. What do all of those things mean to a 7 and 8-year-old? So if you have children or grandchildren that you're looking to expand this conversation with them, today's episode is a great one to tune into. Now, let's dive in. Well, hello there, friends. I have a special guest on today's episode of the Thrive Forward podcast. And if you're listening and you're not watching on YouTube, well, my oldest daughter, Juliana, is joining us today. Do you want to say hi to everybody?
Hi.
So we are in week 3 of distance learning, and I thought it would be a great opportunity for us to record an episode together where she got to ask me questions about money. So the roles are going to be a little reversed today. She is going to ask me questions while I give you all some answers. And this might be a great opportunity for you to understand how to talk to your kids about money. So what's the first question you have for me today, Jill?
How does money work?
How does money work? Money can work in lots of different ways. What are a couple of different ways that we talk about how money works?
Save, spend, invest, and give.
Yeah. Where do you learn that from?
Sometimes I read different books about it, and I also sometimes read the 3 Money Bears.
The 4 Money Bears?
The 4 Money Bears.
Yeah. Mr. Mac. Yes. So money works in lots of different ways, right? So it is something that we get for doing different things, like mommy and daddy work, and adults have jobs. Now, I had my first job when I was 13 years old, and I've never not had a job since I was 13 years old. So that's a long time of working. And when you work, you get paid for it. Sometimes you have to work and you don't get paid for it, right? Like sometimes you have to work and make your bed and put the dishes away and do chores, and mommy doesn't pay you for that, do I? No, I don't believe in allowance for kids doing things that they should normally do every day in life, but you can get allowance for other things, right? Mm-hmm. So you get paid, and then where does that money go? Well, for you.
Bank account?
Yes, good job. You are listening to things I tell you. Okay, so yes, then it goes to your bank account, and then you can spend it, save it, or invest it, or give it to people, right? But you have to work to get it, and then you can spend it, and that would mean going to the store and buying things that you need, want, or wish you could have, right? And how do we determine whether we need, want, or wish something? What's a need?
A shelter and clothing, food, and water.
Okay. So then like necessities that we need for life. And sometimes we talk about that differently as we grow up because there are different needs that we have as we get older. Mm-hmm. How about something that you wish that you could have? What's something you wish you could have with your money? Well, we've talked about this before. Instead of getting gifts for holidays, you'd prefer to what?
Go on trips. to different places.
So you'd like to be able to see the world and travel the world, right?
Yeah.
That's something that you could do with your money.
Like I wish for another trip to Wisconsin to see great grandma.
Yeah. This child is very simple when it comes to traveling the world. She hasn't been very well. She just wants to go to Wisconsin Dells to see her great grandma. So not a big ask, I guess. I should probably get on planning that trip. So money works in lots of different ways. Then how does saving and investing work? Do you remember that?
No.
So saving our money means we're kind of setting it aside for something that we might need in the near future, right? So something that we can quickly access if we needed it. Like if something broke at our house and we needed to pay for it, or something that you want to buy yourself in a short period of time. Whereas if we invest, it's something for the long term. So like when you're old, like mom. No, I'm kidding. It could also be that you're investing so that you could help pay for college.
Yeah.
If you so choose to go to college. No, that's the heater that's going on, honey. Okay. And then giving your money, right? Mm-hmm. Giving your money means what? What do we do when we give our money?
You can sometimes give a certain amount to different people.
Yeah.
That need it.
Yeah. Or you can buy things that you can then give to other people too, right? So what's another question that you have for me?
What is the difference between a credit card and a gift card?
And a gift card, right? So there's gift cards, debit cards, or check cards, and credit cards. Credit cards are kind of like make-believe money. Whereas gift cards are money that you've actually taken to, let's say, your favorite store, Target, and you walk up to the cashier and you give them how much money? $20? You give them $20 and then they put that $20 on a gift card for you. And then you maybe give it to your sister, or you give it to mom, or you give it to dad.
Or I keep it for myself.
Or you can keep it for yourself, but you could also just keep your $20 for yourself. Whereas a credit card means that you take that card and you swipe it, and whatever you spend, you have to pay later. So it's like they give you the money to use for a period of time, and then you have to pay it back. Mm-hmm. So it's not actually, you have to have that money. Some people use a credit card and it's money that they don't necessarily have. And then if you don't pay for it, the company charges you extra money that's called interest. And it's a lot of money. So then whatever $20 that you decided to spend, if you don't pay that, it could turn into you having to pay $30 for something you only got for $20. Does that sound responsible?
Yes. And if I don't.
No, does that sound responsible to pay $30 for something that only cost you $20?
No.
Okay. How about a check card? You didn't ask that question, but a check card works like it comes directly out of your bank account. So you swipe it and you have to have that money there. If you don't have the money there, then the bank will charge you a fee or it will get rejected. I'm glad this is an interesting topic for you. Are you yawning because you're tired?
Yes.
Is it because you've been watching too much TV with your sister?
No.
Okay. Do you have another question you want to ask me?
In school.
Yeah. Do you talk about money in school?
We did this one thing on money, which it's where, so we had the sheet and Miss Barrett would call up like a couple different people to do, because it was like a sheet full of like questions and stuff. And then like it was put into like a act scene basically. And it was about taxes, sales taxes. Oh,
sales taxes. That's right. What are sales taxes, Juliana?
It's where on the package, it's not the price tag, the number that it says when you go to the checkout. It's a little bit more money than it says on the price tag, because it's sales tax for the community so we can have good roads and so we can have like parks and good roads and stuff like that.
Yeah. And for the businesses, they have to pay sales taxes too, because they're a part of the community and people drive there. And so it's their responsibility to help pay for some of that stuff too. Right. All right. You don't have any other questions for me? I'm going to get the other kid.
No.
All right. Thank you.
Goodbye.
All right. Now we have our second guest of today's podcast, Savannah Foreman, who is going to ask me some questions about my job. What's your first question that you have?
What is your favorite part of your job?
Oh, my favorite part of my job? My favorite part of my job is helping people. I get to help people through lots of different things that happen in their lives. And they tell me a lot of things about what's going on in their lives and how they need my help when it comes to seeing if they can do the things that they want to do, like go on trips or send their kids to college or retire or travel the world or buy a new house or change their house, all different kinds of fun things. I also deal with stuff that's hard though. And although I don't love that part of my job, I feel very special that I get to help those people. What did you want to ask?
Nothing.
Do you have another question that you wanted to ask?
What do you do
when I'm working?
When you're working.
So her question was, what do I do when I'm working? Every day looks a little bit different. Some days I'm recording episodes of the podcast. Some days I am coaching my team members on how to be brand new financial planners. Most days I am helping clients with their financial planning. Do you know what financial planning is?
No.
So it's kind of like, like the game of Monopoly. Where people get money and they spend money, right? Or the game of life where you get money and you spend money. I help people decide when it's okay to spend their money, what they should spend their money on, how they can make their money, maybe make more money for them. I help them in case something were to happen to them, how they can take care of their family if something were to happen to them, like they were to get hurt, or unfortunately, if they weren't here anymore. So I get to help people with lots of different things. And some days I do that at home while you and your sister are here. And some days I do it at the office because I have lots of flexibility, right? What do you like about my job?
I don't know.
You don't know? Do you like coming to mommy's office?
Yeah.
What do you like about going to my office?
I get to see Padel.
Yeah, you get to see my team, huh? You really like them. They're pretty cool people, huh? That's the other part that I like about my job is I have the best team ever. What other questions do you have for me?
I don't remember.
How do you make money?
By working.
By working? Yeah. I asked your sister this. What's something that you would really like to do with your money? What do you want to buy or do?
Buy me another blanket.
I don't know if you need any more blankets, you silly gooser. This kid has like 12 blankets, everybody. And she sleeps with them every night. But I like blankies too. That's the one thing, if you could do anything. I thought we talked about wanting to go to
a trampoline park.
A trampoline park.
Well, that's my second.
Okay. You want to go to a trampoline park. What else would you do with your money? What are the 4 things you can do with your money? Do you remember from that book?
Keep, spend, give, and invest.
Yeah, that's right. Good job. What do we save our money for?
To spend it up.
Later? Yeah. So we save our money to do big things that we want to do later that we maybe can't do right now. And we have to save little bits at a time to get. Yeah. What other questions? Do you have anything else?
What do you do when you're not working?
What do I do when I'm not working? Well, I hang out with you, the coolest kid in the world.
Or you make beads.
I do. We like to do arts and crafts. We do beads. What else did we do this morning? Did we work out?
We watch TV.
We work out. I like to journal. I like to color. I love being outside and playing with you. I like to travel. I really like helping other people. So sometimes we go volunteer, right? What else do I do when I'm not working? I watch you in gymnastics and your sister in basketball and you in hockey. We cheer Daddy on when he plays broomball. I'm a really good dancer and I love to dance a lot and embarrass you. That's what I do outside of work. But Savannah doesn't want me to do that. They can't see your head shake, honey. You have to say, no, Mom, don't do that. All right. Any other questions that you have for me?
No.
All right. Well, good talk, kid. Thanks much.